Hey, can we talk about timber and timber value for just a few minutes on small recreational tracts that you may come across as an investor or somebody that's looking for a place to build or just a place to hunt? Hey, I'm on a small tract right here in north central Louisiana. When I say small, it's under 30 acres. A couple of things about this tract. As you look around, as I'm kind of panning a little bit, you may notice some log-sized pine in the background, and there's also some decent logs on some hardwood in here too. Some white oak logs over here, then a lot of small pulpwood. You know, there's just not a whole lot of volume on this tract, but given the fact that it's a small tract with modest volume, going to have a real difficult time selling the timber off of this place unless somebody's cutting timber next door and they call you and say, hey, we'll cut yours while we're here, or there's just a real high demand for certain products and your tract has those types of wood products on it. But a small tract and a tract with modest volume in this day and time, it's hard to get loggers to come and cut these tracts. It really is, because it's just really not worth their time. There's just not enough meat on the bone, so to speak, for them to come set up on a small tract with modest volume and cut that out, and then the landowner receive a fair price for it. It's just not. There's just not enough juice in the squeeze, so to speak. Keep that in mind when you're buying small properties, that just because it's got some timber on it doesn't mean there's a lot of value on it to the market, because unless it's got some really unique products on it, or there's just it's the easy place to cut when everything else is impossible to cut when it's real wet, or there's unbelievable volume on it, you're not going to have a easy time enticing operators to come and cut small tracts. Especially this day and time right now, diesel's over $4 a gallon. Costs are just so high, and unless it's an exceptional tract for a small tract, you're just not going to get a lot of interest in it. So it's probably better to look at a small tract like this and realize, hey, yeah, it's got some timber value on it, but the real value is its location, features like access and utilities like this one has, or maybe it's got some home site potential or some great hunting on it. The timber, nah, just leave it alone, and then if something pops up in the future where you can make a little money by coming in here and having this thing cut, then you can do that. Final word of advice: if you haven't done this before, if you haven't bought tracts and cut timber yourself, hired operators yourself, call a forester, get some recommendations, and use a good qualified forester. They're going to know what the market's is looking like. They're going to know what operators are the best for your type of tract, and they're going to more than pay for their commission by the value they bring to your deal. Hey, thanks for watching our videos. There's some more right there. Check them out.